We are one game away from heading to the Super Bowl, but we just have to get past Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. If you've been enjoying the series, be sure to hit the like button, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, hype the video. I guess that's a new feature. If you have hypes, hype it. I don't know. But we got to take on this Baltimore Ravens team led by Lamar Jackson on the road and coming off beating Patrick Mahomes, denying him another trip to the AFC Championship game. So now we're here, get to take on this Ravens squad, and they've had a great season. We've had a good season. Lamar Jackson, not a really particularly great season, honestly. I'm not sure what that's about. Honestly, it feels like the Ravens still sim as if this is like year two or Lamar before I think became a really great passer, which he is now. So, but you see Derrick Henry still running through guys, not fumbling the football. Still feels like his ratings are a little overinflated. But hey, we have to take on this challenge, and Lamar just going to step in the pocket, run here, and yeah, picked up 14 on the play. That's kind of just an X factor with Lamar. You just kind of have to deal with that. There's Lamar throwing this one over the middle, and then we get the benefit of that awkward animation right there. And Zay Flowers wants a flag, but that is not a penalty. So we come out here. Cam Ward statistically had a better season than Lamar, honestly. But we nice little 5-yard pass right there. We're gonna go hurry up here. You have this 5 wide receiver set. Xavier Restrepo getting some run out here as well, but taking some time here. Gonna throw this one. Calvin Ridley picks up the first down. And we are going to move the chains right here. So far, so good right now. Got to stop on defense. Now, just going to try to get something going here on offense. Tajay Spears getting in here. That's just a weird animation right there. There's so many just little weird animations like that in these Madden games that just, I don't know. I think the hit sticks are just a little too plentiful. I've talked about this in a few videos. Just too many hit sticks, I feel like. You're just seeing guys get massively popped like constantly. The hit sticks from behind I don't like, but Braylon Allen picks up the first down right there. Now we come back again here, 2nd and 10. Gonna throw this one to Gunnar Helm. Gonna pick up the first down, and we are just marching down the field right now, just driving down the field, doing whatever we want. 3rd and 6. You think our name was Mike Green. Cam Ward on the run here. He's gonna pick up the first down right there, and there we go. 1st and 10 at the 10. I always like being in these situations, honestly, because still can pick up another fresh set of first down. Doesn't matter, though, because we're just going to go in, get the touchdown. It's Alec Aomatter, who has absolutely, I think, come alive here in this back half of the season. First half of the season felt like it was really a lot of Chimera DK and Calvin Ridley. As we've gone on, it feels a little bit more like Alec Aomatter and Calvin Ridley, but I kind of like having the ability to have receivers that can step up like that in spurts throughout the season. 3rd and 5 here, 2nd quarter. Lamar Jackson looking, throws this one, and that is just offline. A very rare inaccurate pass for Lamar Jackson. I think nowadays, just Lamar is just a very accurate passer. The work he's put in to become a great quarterback, I think, kind of goes understated, honestly. Personally, I used to be a Lamar hater. Those first few years where it was just not very accurate. But here's Braylon Allen almost leaping over Hamilton right there. Could not make it happen. But back to Lamar, I just felt like he's a guy who's put in so much work. And, we always talk about guys putting in work. And there's Okonkwo with that right there. But, everyone mentions Josh Allen when it comes to putting in the work to become a great quarterback. And I feel like here's Cam Ward on the read option right here. I don't run these too often. We get popped. Should have slid down. I got greedy. Wanted to see if we could get more. But Gunnar Helm comes up with the football right there. So now shotgun formation again. We're going to throw this one. That's just inaccurate. And didn't really see anything I liked on that play. Everything looked really covered up. So this time I'm just going to take the points, make this a 10-point game. And gonna, defense playing well. Why go for it right there in that spot? But yeah, Lamar, has the 2-minute warning here. Throws this one and just gonna get the first down right there. Is Charlie Kohler? I believe his name's Charlie. I could be wrong on that. But here's Derrick Henry doing Derrick Henry-esque things, picking up the first down right there, and makes it such a tough, honestly, I completely no-sold the fact that this is Derrick Henry, longtime Tennessee Titans running back here as well. So there's a lot of history between these teams, in the playoffs and the AFC and players. So I don't know why I completely forgot that. Really should have mentioned that a little bit more. But either way, the Ravens starting to get it going here offensively. A screenplay out here, bring down Henry. Going to be a 3rd and 16. And thought about bringing some pressure. This time we're not going to. Just going to, kind of play some coverage, keep everything in front of us, and force them to kick a field goal here at the end of the half. Wasn't enough time for me to really consider even getting the ball back once for another possession. So just going to let them kick the field goal. We get the ball back to start half, and play action. Look here, and down we go. Not sure what happened on that one. Kyle Van Noy with the sack. Looks like one of our guys just got kind of confused about who they were supposed to block that time. And then Braylon Allen comes back, picks up a lot of that yardage again. He would be slow to get up after that. 3rd and 6 here. Going to throw this one underneath. Calvin Ridley picks up the first down. And, drive didn't start great, but you work through it, right? So now 2nd and 10 here. Ward looking clean pocket. Gonna get brought down. Time ran out. I believe that's not a BK. I'm terrible with these sorts of names like that, but I believe that's who that is. Not sure what happened on that pass. Not sure what happened. That was not a good pass by me. That drive just gets blown up by just Amada BK. I think I said it right that time. But here's Lamar Jackson, and this is what he can do. This is going to be a 70-yard house call for Lamar Jackson. And, yeah, he can still do that. Honestly, he doesn't do it as often anymore. I feel like, I still feel like Madden. This is a great play, but Madden still really treats Lamar as if he's kind of around the first time when he won his first MVP. Not like most recently, where, again, like I've said, he's become a great passer. I really do think that. And here's Xavier Restrepo. That might be his first reception of the season, if I'm being honest. It comes to the playoffs. Yeah. I don't recall us really getting too much Xavier Restrepo run during the regular season. Quick throw here. That's almost picked off. Pass batted at the line. 4th and 2. Midfield, we're going to go for this, honestly. They just scored a touchdown to tie it up. We pick up the first down with Gunnar Helm. You don't want to allow them, I think, to reclaim momentum, even though I have the game day momentum stuff turned off, just because I think it's a stupid feature. I'm sure someone likes it. I personally don't. I think it's just the way it's just a little too goofy for me. So there we go. 2nd and 12 here, and I think it was the right decision to go for it on that 4th down. What do you guys think? We're going to find A.O. Manor again. He's going to be just short of the touchdown. Goal to go at the 1, and we're going to come back, try to run this football, and we're going to lose 2 yards on the play. That's not ideal. We're going to come back again here, and just going to try a quick throw here. We're going to get hit as we throw that one, and so that's not too ideal. We're going to come back again under center still, 3rd and goal. Quick throw right here, and I think that's a drop by Chimera DK. So we're going to go for it here on 4th and goal, and throws this one. Going to get batted at the line again. This is like the 4th or 5th pass batted at the line. So instead of having incompletions like how normal quarterbacks do, I think Madden has decided to go with passes batted at the line and weird drops as a way to keep passing completion percentage down. So that's the way Madden does it. We end up turning over on downs, and there's a big play right there up the sideline, and they hold on to the football right there. And we're going to try. There's Jeffrey Simmons just getting tossed to the ground. And Derrick Henry just not going down after multiple hit stick attempts. That is Derrick Henry. I don't have too much of an issue with that. I have an issue with, small running backs do that sort of shit. You know what I'm talking about? You've played Madden before, and it's like, really? That guy's going to break those tackles? Really? That's kind of how Madden always goes. But it really feels like the Ravens have kind of found something here in this second half, and that's going to be a touchdown right there. DeAndre Hopkins I don't get why they keep doing the burning feet thing, because, dumbass, you were tackled as you caught the fucking football. You didn't outrun anyone, you stupid fuck. Excuse me for that outburst right there, but this was a poor decision on my part. Yeah, that was just a bad decision. There's nothing else I can say about that. I just wanted to get the ball to DK again, and I thought Wiggins was maybe going to take a guy on the inside there. Instead, he didn't. You can see all the inside guys are open. So, yeah, I just was not paying attention. I just kind of stared down my man, and that's how you end up throwing interception. So now the Ravens can really take control of this game here in the fourth quarter. And, yeah, so going to be another handoff here to Derrick Henry. No one's really getting to him. 3rd and inches. That is not inches, but the game kind of warped him forward. We get in position to actually stop that tush push, that quarterback sneak. The game just didn't register it. You know, appreciate that. And then I really just classic EA stuff. There's just little things like that that just piss me off with these games sometimes, where it's just, you know, if we could have an honest, we give them a touchdown. I would love to ask someone from EA why the game does the things it does, and I feel like they would never be able to really give you an answer, like a clear answer. We noticed Jair Alexander, I'm not sure why he still has X Factor, has not been an X Factor in multiple years in real life, but he still has X Factor for some reason. He's been washed for a minute, but whatever. We get a big gain right there up the sideline, come back again, gonna find Gunnar Helm, gonna try to get out of bounds. Of course, we get hit sticked from behind again. The hit stick from behind needs to go. That just physically doesn't make sense. Like, physics are a thing, and yeah, that just does not make any sense. You're not gonna hit stick someone as you're chasing them from behind. That doesn't work. As you try to hit them, they're going to run away from you further. Either way, we throw this ball into coverage. It's going to be Calvin Ridley, and we get the touchdown right there. So that was a really quick drive, and yeah, just boom, boom, boom. I mean, honestly, that was probably our best drive of the game. I gotta have it sort of drive, and we had it. So we got to get a stop here. If you want to have any chance in this game. Oladeja with a really nice play right there, and Nakobe Dean. And so 2nd and 10 here. And we're not calling our timeouts just yet. Jump pass from Lamar, and that is going to be a 1st down. Again, I said in the last video, I don't mind guys like Lamar and Patrick Mahomes doing this sort of stuff. I'm actually really cool with it, honestly. I like seeing the elite quarterbacks play like elite quarterbacks as we give up another big play here. So this is where it kind of feels like, yeah, this isn't going to happen. This doesn't help at all. You know, because before the issue would always be kind of, and we lose a timeout because a guy gets hurt after the 2-minute warning, and Derrick Henry running through people, and that is a touchdown. I'm pretty sure he was down before that, but we can't challenge it. Technically, every scoring play is supposed to be under review, but that's in real life, not in Madden. That'd be a lot to ask. For a football game. Let's see, was he actually down? I can't tell. Looks like he was on top of someone's body. He did run through that corner. That's my fault for having such a weak defense. We were really light, honestly. So we got to get down the field here quick. We just did it last time, so maybe we can try to do it again here. We're going to go hurry up right now. Got Ridley right there in the slot, so see if we can make this happen. Want to get him just so we can get him the ball. Let him run, get out of bounds. That's a late hit. That should have been an extra 15, but I think EA knows that was such a weird glitch last year that they just made sure that penalty never triggers, even though it should trigger. Either way, you find A.O. Manor, pick up the big 1st down right there. Gonna go hurry up here. We have to watch him celebrate, even though in real life, that would be precious time coming off the clock. Gonna run this play again with the 2 little slants. I'm sure someone will say that's cheese. Yeah, it is. You know what? But you know what? That's what teams do in real life. If you can't beat something, you keep running it. So I'm going to come back again here. We're going to get this ball off right as a minute comes onto a clock. Going to be 57 seconds left. We get another touchdown. So there we go. Got to get the onside kick to even have a shot at this. And I don't know how to do onside kicks. I just assume this is the way to do it. And that ball did not get the bounce we needed. And yeah. So illegal touching, and strangely enough, if we get the stops how we need them, we still actually have a shot to get this ball back, honestly. Henry, gonna get tackled there. Gonna call a timeout. We still technically have a way to get this football back. I know that doesn't sound very likely, but we do get to Henry here. Cody Barton with a tackle. Gonna call another timeout. So if we get a stop here, we should maybe get the ball back with a couple seconds left. Then they kneel it down, but they still have to use the fourth down. They still have to punt the ball away. Now, in real life, you would maybe run a play where Lamar would just throw this ball out the back of the end zone. You snap it with like 1 second coming off the clock. You maybe even take a delay of game, actually, because you would just run around and throw the ball out the back of the end zone. But we do get the ball back, and then I have to run backwards here. And, yeah, I mean, this is just kind of not doable. If we didn't have T'Vondre Sweat get hurt, we would have had that extra timeout, but he bruised his ribs. So that's how the cookie's going to crumble on this one. And we are not going to go to the Super Bowl here in year one. Kind of our improbable run comes to an end here in Baltimore, 31-24. And honestly, we punched well above our weight. Cam Moore, 23 of 37, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Those incompletions are a combination of passes batted down at the line and drops. Braylon Allen, 17 carries for 44 yards. Another game with 5 drops. So this is after the second most recent patch, and I'm getting 5 drops a game. I'm not sure who decided that was a very good idea, but we're getting 5 drops a game. This might work in like MUT competitive games where the quarters are shorter, and so maybe those would equal like 1 or 2 drops or something. When you're playing a full franchise game, you're going to get 5 to 6 drops a game with how they have it currently set up. So I don't understand that. I don't get why they would do this, but it's very annoying. I do not want to see that many drops, and we really couldn't get a lot of pressure in this game. I don't know. That's just kind of Madden, where it's like you get sacks, and it feels like, all right, here's your allotted sack. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like, yeah, you're getting consistent pressure and maybe forcing bad decisions. Offensive Player of the Year, who else would it be? It would be Joe Burrow. Defensive Player of the Year ends up being Jeffrey Simmons, because in Madden, when you're usering, unless you have an Offensive Rookie of the Year ends up being Ashton Genty, I take complete issue with that. That would just not happen. Sorry, I don't care how good of a season Ashton Genty would have. If Cam Ward had a season like how he had a season in real life, that quarterback is going to win that award. That is not going to go to a bleeping running back. A fucking running back. Okay, I already swore earlier in the video, so I guess I might as well do it now. Keenan Allen was the best wide receiver. And Kevin Zeitler came in second for best offensive lineman, defensive lineman. You think that'd be Jeffrey Simmons because he won Defensive Player of the Year. But Cody Barton ends up being the best linebacker. So I don't have an issue with that. I think that's probably done by tackle numbers. Amani Hooker comes in second place for best DB. He's been very good for us, honestly. So kicker, Joey Sly ends up winning that one. We have a ton of retirements, actually, and Kevin Zeitler does retire. Long snapper Morgan Cox retires. Cam Fleming retires. He was a backup. Tyler Lockett retires. We traded him to the Steelers. That's right. And so Demario Davis retires. Then Tunsil retires. Bobby Wagner. So a lot of big names retire here. And you see Kyle Van Noy, DeAndre Hopkins. The Ravens did win the Super Bowl. Devontae Adams calls it a career. And Brandon McManus retires. Brandon, I don't care if she says no. McManus calls it a career. Russell Wilson, let's ride off into embarrassment as the end of his career is not going well. Kirk Cousins retires. Kurt Cocaine. Lane Johnson calls it a career. Grover Stewart retires. Travis Kelce retires. I'm sure secretly there's multiple players on the Chiefs who wish Travis Kelce Swift would retire. And I think they're swiftly waiting for him to make that decision. And then a bunch of free agents retire. Joe Flacco calls it a career. All these guys here. I mean, these are just, I think if you're a player, if you're a certain overall, then you're in the free agent pool, you just like, they just auto retire you, regardless if you should retire or not. But yeah, that's kind of how it does that. So you see some of these players probably shouldn't retire. Well, I don't know. They are free agents, and if anything, it probably says the reason why these guys are free agents is because these guys' overalls are inflated. But we're going to end the season, year one, with an overall of 81. Our offense is 81 overall, and our defense is 81 overall. So we have a bunch of money. We're going to have to do some re-signings to see kind of where our money stands and what is our goal in free agency and the draft. I don't know just yet. Do I want to get better on the edge? Potentially, but the way Madden plays, I don't know if it's worth the effort to get better at edge, honestly. It just feels like unless you're getting one of the top edge players, there's really no point in going out there and really, I think, focusing on edge, especially like me, I play all the games, so I need to go out and get another great defensive tackle, and I'm not sure who that's going to be. We might have to find a veteran in free agency or make a big trade. So if you're interested in that, come back for all that, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Tennessee Titans Franchise. I'm going to be honest with you, I might live stream the offseason. Don't hold me to that, but I might live stream the offseason. I'll let you know. Follow me on Twitter, follow me wherever, and I'll let you guys know if that's going to happen. So, I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, hype the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support you guys give me.